Hi everyone, welcome. This was supposed to be an unboxing and I just did an unboxing, but the video was out of focus, and that seems to happen sometimes when I am trying to work with the ancestors. Things just go a little bit awry. So here we are again. It is unboxed. It comes in a great hardcover box with little thumb holes, and this is put out by Blue Angel. And you can see on the top here that Kelly Sullivan, Walden, and Emily K. Grieves brought this deck to us. And on the back, it gives us a little bit of information about what's being offered. So, soul affirming guidance from beyond. I got to tell you, this, having gone through it once, is exceptional. And I only paid, I think, a little over $20 for it on Amazon. Unbelievable. On the Day of the Dead, the veils thin, and the departed return in a celebration of life. Tune into this rich and festive tradition to connect with your loved ones and alchemize heartache into cherished wisdom. And there are some of the sneak peek views of the cards. I was thrilled to find that the book, as it had details in it, on the description on Amazon, it did say it was English, and it is in English. But this is beyond what I've ever had in an oracle deck. I believe there are 44 cards? Yes, 44 cards. You can see the amount of information that you're getting. You get a title, you get a quote, you get the message, you get the meaning, and you get a mantra. It is packed full and is so uplifting. I was hoping for a Day of the Dead spread, but in the front it is a 3-card spread. So I'm going to have to come up with something for myself. Yeah, there's the 3-card spread there. So that's the only thing that I would say I would have liked to have had included. But I got to say, this is, and I'm going to put it out there, this is my best oracle to date that I have ever had on my shelf. Now, what I was doing in the previous video was also bringing in energy to work with the ancestors. And that's maybe why my video screwed up a bit. So this is Black-Eyed Susan. This is Forget Me Not. 2 great ones that I was able to find in my garden and dry and scatter on the altar. And then the other one that I brought in is Dandelion. Easy to get, even if you're in a park area. Bring some home, dry it. And Dandelion is great for divination, so that's why I've included it on the altar as well. Now, the cards. Gushing here. These cards, I love the color. The cardstock is fantastic. And I like the fact that you get a true name. The colors stand out. It looks good on a cloth. And the writing inside the book is also what makes this come together so fantastically. So let me put this out here on a little stand. We'll adjust the camera. And by gosh, it better work this time for me. So we'll bring this down. Gives you an idea there. And these are all little colored ribbonish around each of them, and it doesn't bother me at all. It changes a little bit. I'm noticing that now. It's just the second time in my hot little hands. And when I go along with the book, some of the words in the titles are a little hard to pronounce, but most of them are fun and easy. But it's the meanings that really stand out. So let's have some fun. Let's go through the deck. And it should be a faster video for sure, so I should be able to include more. So number one, this card here is asking you to lean into the bizarre. Welcome the small cracking of your hard, clotted shell. Embrace the warm sting of tears. Kiss the shadow which frightens you. Awake as you turn the corners of your day. And it has a message there, and the mantra is, by weaving elements from the dream world into my conscious state, I am becoming more and more attuned to my beloved on the other side. So you got these wonderful creatures here and the colors. So there is an altar. Now this one says, see, taste, touch, and feel your devotion. And you can see all the offerings there that have been made. I might be able to bring that a little closer, but I'm so hesitant after what happened with my last video. So this one says, death is your companion, our guide, our advisor. We look to her when we need a reminder of who and what is important in our lives. So then we have our beautiful ancestors card. We never lose our loved ones. They accompany us. They don't disappear from our lives. We are merely in a different room. Isn't that fun? This deck is going to be on my altar. It's going to be in my hands a lot. So this one here, Angel, lift your gaze toward the heavens and life will look up for you. Death is not the biggest fear we have. Our biggest fear is taking the risk to be alive, the risk to be alive and express what we really are. There is Angel de la Muerte. Now, savor every fleeting, precious moment. And the mantra is, in releasing my attachments, I can open my heart more fully. Isn't she gorgeous? You got the wings, you got the color. What's not to love? This one is one of my favorites. Lift your eyes to the skies and fly between the realms. So it says, my love, you no longer need to wonder if the butterflies flying, hovering, and darting by are my attempt to capture your attention and connect with you. The answer to your question is a resounding yes. Okay, number 7. Seek and find the light, the truth, and the love hiding in plain sight. And as I mentioned in the other video, I have my skulls, but I don't have one with the dip for the candle. So I'm going to have to hunt for one of those. Okay, La Catrina. Be you to the fullest. My special one, I'm bursting at the seams to let you in on a little secret. I can't hold it back a second longer. I must let you know the truth to which few people on earth will ever be privy. Life, as serious as it may be and seem, with all its brow-furrowing highs and lows, is a glorious comedy. Seriously. Wow. There is Campanas. Let the sound of higher ground guide you. And the mantra is, with each toll of the bell, I allow the love from my departed beloved to ring through me, so we may discover each other in a wondrous new way. Copal. Inhale the earthly sweetness and let it lead you higher. There's a thin veil between dimensions, and we suddenly find ourselves in each other's aura. Wow. So the mantra is, I am attuned to the subtle sensations that allow me to harmonize with my departed beloved and feel the love that my soul craves. Okay, the cross. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. Outstretch your arms to embrace all of life, the material, the ethereal, and the radiant splendor that lies between. There is Corona de Flores. Emerge into your full bloom and glory. Take heart in knowing I am with you, loving you, supporting you, uplifting you through all your phases and stages. You've chosen this card because it's time to recognize how far you've come on your journey of loss and gain, heartbreak and pain, and ultimately wisdom. You have been elevated to spiritual royalty. Take a deep breath and let yourself step into the role of king, queen, prince, or princess. You don't have to wait for a formal coronation, orchestra, or red carpet to usher you into your enlightenment. Okay. This one suggests to behold creation and destruction as two sides of the same coin. Death will be the proof that we have lived. Remember the dog in Coco? Treat yourself like your own best friend. Wow. You chose this card because it's time for you to explore the true meaning of devotion, most especially to yourself and your well-being. Unconditional love fills me and guides me in my path today as I instinctively find my way into a deeper, more loving relationship with my human and furry beloved friends on the other side. This one is be drunk on love and never thirst again. Wow. I raise my glass to you and your love and to the inebriated, meandering wildness of life. There's a couple pages for each card, and it is just so uplifting. There is family. Lean on those who love you, and when you are able, return the favor. Wow. Just reach out of your mountain nest and give one more strike of prayer, one more strike of action to all your stakes holding your tent down on the mountain. You will be all right. You are well provisioned. With greater as consult and humility as north. At the center, those create time and again true self. The cloud people, greater your antipastos, your night dreams and the beings covered. Wow, that one's a little difficult to read, I must say. 17, make a joyful noise. Let your grief move through you like a Roman candle, quick, bright, and blazing. And as you release your heartache, know that just beneath your sadness is the acknowledgement of the love we shared. Its mantra is, my heart bursts with love that cannot be contained like rockets toward the heavens. I permit myself to express my passion at full throttle. Okay. Feast on that which fortifies your soul and fast from that which doesn't. That's good wisdom. The 4 elements. Honor the essential. Allow me to comfort and help you through grief you may be feeling in my absence. And by connecting you and I with the medicine wheel, it contains the bigger picture, what is most needed, and what is really going on. See me joining you in the center of the sacred, spinning medicine wheel of life. Feel my love enveloping you as you breathe it deeply. Acknowledge the East and the new beginnings we find ourselves in, and on and on. There's Frida. Turn your broken heart into art. Nothing is absolute. Everything changes. Everything moves. Everything revolves. Everything flies and goes away. And there is the cemetery. Dig beneath the surface to discover the truth of your eternal soul. My beloved, it's lovely to have a physical marker for me in the place where my body last kissed the earth. I'm glad you have a tangible place as a springboard for your remembrance of me. However, please know I'm not there as you remember me. I'm in the air you breathe, the food you eat, the music you dance to, the songs you sing, the blankets that keep you warm, the sunshine that radiates through the clouds on a rainy day, and the dewy flowers that burst from the ground. There is Our Lady. Let me love you, she says. You are in a place where you are ready to be blessed with an infusion of the brightest and most luminous love. I allow my heart to be like the mother's, large enough to contain everyone and everything, all joy and all sorrow. Okay, this one asks you to embrace yourself. And it says, since the days of long ago, Hispanic cultures have whispered tales of La Llorona and Weeping Woman. There are nearly as many versions of this legend as there have been broken-hearted people. It dates back to the Aztecs. Wow. And it talks about the beginning with the fertility goddess, also known as the serpent woman. So you get some history in this deck too. Some folklore. There's our Sing the Song of Your Soul with the mariachi band. Call to mind or play my favorite songs as a conductor of telepathic communication. And then it goes on to say that you'll know me when you're singing, you're dancing, and you're listening to your favorite music, whether or not it was a favorite of mine. This one, a little bit different. The hummingbird, people love to look for the hummingbird for messages from ancestors. You can cut all the flowers, but you cannot keep spring from coming. You selected this card on this day in this way to remind you that your path of healing and self-expression is paved with gold. When you feel the chill of the darkest winter, know the springtime of our special connection, like bursts of new flowers, is right around the corner. And the marigold contains the words Mary and gold. It's a message to find time in your day to stand in the sun, to enjoy a ray of golden light. Okay. In the depths of your soul, there's an unshakable strength. And that card's going to help you tap into that. This was a favorite of mine. Plunge bravely into the unknown. And you can just see the knowledge. Yes, sometimes the owl stands for both knowledge and death, and it's just reflected in his face and in his eyes. Okay. Then we have take responsibility for the words your words convey. It's almost like thoughts coming out of her head there. Okay, 29. Open the skylight of your mind and behold infinity. Sometimes you feel me close, and when you don't perceive my presence, it may be that I'm attending to my curriculum in the University of the Afterlife, and it's wonderful, but you're never far from my thoughts. Your worries are paper thin, and you always see these on the celebrations. The sacred is not in heaven or far away. It's all around us, and small human rituals can connect us to its presence. Learn to see the sacred in each other. The fiesta. Celebrate like your life depends on it. Life is a party and I'm going to live it. Camino. Dedicate each step you take to becoming more and more awake. And this one reminded me of the Ace of Coins, that archway and a doorway, and will you take that opportunity? The photograph. Learn to develop your best moments until the images are larger than life. And there's the children celebrating Halloween. Attend to your inner child's need for sweetness. Starting to lose my voice second time round here. The pueblo, to allow yourself to be uplifted by your community. And I now live in a community that I can connect a bit more with. This is to integrate heaven into your earthly experience and earth into your heavenly experience. The rosary, the power of prayer. Okay. This one is tapping into being able to recall the wisdom of your innocence, and that there is love after someone dies. Getting down there, connecting with the essential. Death is alive, they whispered. Death lives inside life as bones dance within the body. Yesterday is in today, and yesterday never dies. Okay. This one is aiding you to connect with your eternal aliveness. Learning to take care of your soul. And this one is assisting you to open your mind to the nectar of new ideas. Treat yourself to visions of the future that entice you and keep you moving forward. Number 42, be kind to yourself and pour it on thick. Honor yourself sometimes by slathering on that extra icing. Luxuriate in yourself. Savor the flavor of nurturing food and fortifying moments with beloved ones. Then we get to the tamales. This one is unwrap your outer layers and reveal your most delicious interior. And the last one, stand tall, knowing you are rooted to infinity, integrating heaven on earth. And I like the quote with this one. He who gets close to a good tree will find a nice shade for shelter. And it is a fabulous book. You can see you're getting the black and white images, the name of the card, and quotes, and the folklore that goes along with it. So it is a celebration in a book, in a deck. And I can't wait to tap into this deck, especially at this time of year. But I think it will be something I will probably have within reach of my hands near my altar at all times because I am thrilled with this deck. Blue Angel did a fabulous job. The art and the writing really resonates. So I hope everyone has a fabulous day. And if you can find this deck on Amazon, it will be well worth that little investment, a little over $20. So have fun. Have a great day.